Hey y'all, what's up? This is your boy Evan. Welcome to the Cartoon Block. Some of y'all had some questions about how to draw hands, so we're here at Warner Brothers Animation to see my boy Phil Dimitriadis. Let's come on in and check out and see what he got for us today.
Which we pay, the taxpayers are paying. Hey guys, what's up? Come on in. Evan said you needed some help drawing hands, so I'm going to sketch some hands for you today. Show you what I do. Hi guys, I want to show you what I'm working with today. I'm using normal 11 by 17 cheap Xerox paper here. Nothing fancy about it. And then Prismacolor blue, indigo blue pencils. Needed eraser, Staedtler white eraser, and also like sketching with these color erase pencils. Light blue, reds, also carmine red and scarlet red are very nice. Alright, first thing we're going to do is just talk about some basic proportions of the hand, and the great thing about drawing hands is you got your own hand to look at. What we're doing here is we're going to start with some basic proportions to sketch out some real rough block shapes. Get an idea for the core hand. I'm sketching the thumb. We have a long section for the fingers, and we're going to indicate where the knuckles would be. And this is sort of your basic outline of how you want to think about drawing hands. And from this point, we're just going to keep this in mind. These are basic proportions with drawing all our boxes and shapes when we design our hands. What I'm doing here, just starting with real simple box shapes, indicating directions of where the hand's doing, where it's pointing. I tend to start sometimes with a finger pointing in a particular action, or the thumb going in a certain direction. That helps indicate the gesture of the hand. And from that point on, the rest of the fingers tend to curl or act sort of secondary to the action of the hand. So you can see here I'm just sort of defining out, blocking in my shapes, putting a little bit of a thick and thin contour line around elements. Once again, like here, starting with real simple shapes, simple cubes stacked on top of each other. Nothing fancy, no detail here. Just think about shape, drawing with cubes and simple shape. Placing the thumb in here. Tend to use like a little triangle for the thumb, pointing off of the thumb bone.
Now I can't recall much from before you left, but the stuff I do remember's nothing short of blessed. A simple home in the West is
again here, same principle, but now I'm sort of diving into a section called Mittens, or like gloves on hands, where I'm sort of keeping the same principle, thinking about the shape of the hand, but inside a cube. But now I'm sort of drawing it as a glove, where now I'm automatically bending it. I'm not drawing the whole cube shape, but I feel it's there and I know it's there because I spent more time studying and drawing the square. So now with my mittens or my gloves on, it gives me the ability to sort of get quick gestures in and figure out what the hand's doing and how it's moving. And then later you could come in and then you could split your mittens, and that's what creates your fingers. And I'm sort of drawing these out of my head, so sometimes I tend to goof off and I get a wrong angle, or something that doesn't look right in the hand. So that would be the benefit for you guys looking at your other hand, or if you even had some pictures of your hand to study and see what the movement of the hand, what it does. So again, you might see a couple hands that I do, they're coming right out of my mind as I'm going. So if it looks a little goofy or something's off, that's why. But in this particular hand here, we're tending to get a little bit more detail. I'm starting to craft out some of the knuckles, shapes, some of the indications of where the knuckle meets the bones and where it meets the fingertips, and starting to come in here, and a little bit of tendon indication on the side, and where the radius and the ulna connect up to the base of the hand. But you can see, even though it looks like it's maybe getting more complex, starting with still the basic shapes in my mind before I do anything. First thing I'm always thinking about is, how does this hand exist in a shape? Okay, so I have a tendency when I was a kid, I would draw and I would think about the outline of the shape and I would trace. But what you need to do is you need to draw your cube first. You need to think about, how does this hand and how do these shapes exist as cylinders and as squares and cubes and spheres all placed together. And then later you can come in and put on the outline detail in that other information. Again, this is here, I'm still using the grease pencil. I really like it because you can draw sort of loose with it, and grease pencil is used in construction quite a bit for indicating lines on glass and metal, and it doesn't smear off that well, and it works really great on paper because it's very hard to erase, and after you do something, you can even come back and hit it with like an ink wash or marker sometimes, and you can darken lines up really quickly. I don't like that hand on the right there. I did that first and sort of didn't really look right. That's one of my bad hands. It sort of came out. So here, getting the basic gesture of the hand, thinking what the fingers are doing, the angle of the wrist, where's the thumb at, and then sort of come in and start putting in some more detail lines, thinking about those shapes and how they really work. Evan liked this hand, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the fingertip there. It's sort of bending to the side, but he liked it. Again, don't forget, you got to get the bad drawings out to get the good drawings in. That's really important to remember, guys. I wasn't drawing like this when I was your age, when I was a kid. I was tracing, and I didn't have anyone that really showed me basics about drawing and thinking on form and shape. Thanks, guys.
Guys, if you want to see Phil do more tutorials, say, "We want Phil" in the comments below. It'll make him smile. Hey guys, we're giving away Phil's hand sketches, the ones he just drew. If you want them, here's what you gotta do.
Subscribe to CartoonBlock. Visit my blog at philsdesign.blogspot.com. Draw 3 hands on 1 sheet of paper, 1 block hand, 1 robot hand, 1 cartoon hand, and use the basics. I want to see shape and form. Email your drawings to me at philsblog@sbcglobal.net. It's also listed on my blog. Deadline, Friday, June 17th at 6 p.m. There will be 5 winners. Each one will receive one of Phil's original hand sketches.